All right, boom. So let's talk about it. This Hood Chronicles, okay? And I just say Hood Chronicles because we're talking about African American culture, and that's what I reference most of the time. Okay, boom. Okay, so are whoopings effective? And are they done? Are they a product of love? So we're gonna talk about Hood Chronicles. Stereotypically speaking, right? The hood is known for violence. The hood is a place where you can get your ass whooped for almost anything, stepping out of line, right? Now, here's the thing, right? If we go on back to the original topic of referring to whoopings and spankings, right? Or beatings, getting your ass whooped, you know, are they effective? That was the question. So here's the thing. I know a lot of most people ask me why I'm so smart, right? And at least at least at least 65% of what I know came from the hood. And honestly, it might be more than that. But at least 65% of what I know came from the hood, right? And it's just God honest truth. There are a lot of strong people here, right? Most of us are descendants of slaves. No matter what religion, I mean not religion, no matter what color, creed, or whatever we are. Most of us are descendants of slaves from this country. Or even foreign countries. It doesn't matter. So when you go back to the original question of asking, are spankings and whoopings effective? It depends on how you think about it, right? And I say that because in the hood, one thing you're gonna have to learn is how to fight. This one thing I've really had to learn, right? Like, don't get me wrong, I fight, but I fight in different ways. But one thing about the hood is that you really have to know how to fight, right? And that doesn't necessarily mean physically. That's just on principle. You feel what I'm saying? Like on principle, you have to learn how to fight. You have to learn how to protect yourself. You have to learn how to protect your loved ones. You have to learn how to protect your shit. Okay? That's just on principle. And that's what the hood teaches you. So when we come down to the conversation of are whoopings and spankings effective, I guess it depends on how you use them. How does it apply? What do you learn from them, right? The hood breeds a lot of strong individuals, right? Sometimes so strong, we stubborn, but that's not the point. It's a conversation for another time. But it breeds a lot of strong people, right? And most people that live in the hood have had to learn, if not learned, how to fight. And the ones that are here have to learn how to fight differently in order to be productive and progressive in life. Because the system has beaten us down. We have beaten each other down, right? Jobs have beaten us down. Our relationships have beaten us down. Family has beaten us down. Friends have beaten us down, right? In order to, and I don't necessarily want to say make it out, but I want to say in order to come up in life, you have to learn on principle, rule number one. You got to know how to protect your shit. And you got to know how to fight back. But in order to learn these things, you got to get your ass whooped. You understand what I'm saying? So when we go and we ask the question of effectiveness of spankings and or whoopings, it depends on how it applies, how it is applied, right? And what does this spanking and or whooping really mean? Okay? Sometimes you get your ass whooped because people want to keep you in line out of fear. They're afraid of something. And sometimes you get your ass whooped because you got to learn how to fight back. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. It doesn't matter. Psychologically, it doesn't matter. And one thing that I've learned from boys growing into men who have actually gotten their ass whooped growing up, like from their parents, at some point, they gonna get their ass up in their daddy or their mama face and be like, you ain't finna whoop me no more. We're done. So at some point, you gotta learn how to fight back. You understand what I'm saying? And if we take that reference back to slavery and the people that were enslaved, the descendants of the people that were enslaved, at some point, we gotta learn how to fight back. Now we have fought back over the years as a culture. And then they tore us down again. But how long we gonna stay down is always up to us. You know what I mean? But that's also a conversation for another time. But are whoopings effective? Are they actually a product of love? I guess it depends on how it's applied and in what capacity, maybe. I don't know. But when we're talking about discipline, disciplinary action, there are so many other alternative ways to handle someone. And I don't even like saying handling someone or dealing with someone. I hate using it in reference to another person. Because I'm not finna handle you and I'm not finna deal with you. You understand what I'm saying? We either gonna make this work or we not. I have no desire to have power and or control over any other individual. But there are a lot of people who do have desire to have power and control over individuals. But to have power and control over another individual is only because of fear. You're afraid of what? They're going to leave you. They're going to find better. You're going to lose this. You're not going to benefit from what? It's a fear somewhere in there. Power and control over another person is often a factor of fear, right? Keeping another person in line, drawing boundaries on another person, fear. So yeah, are they effective and are they a product of love? I don't know. You make your choice. But anyway, I'm out. See y'all later.